I was thinking, what if there are secret, hidden rules to life, and they're as indisputable as water and fire? And what if these indisputable laws, it's our job to discover them, but we struggle to trust them, or even pause long enough to reflect on their existence? So, what if one of those laws is that if you sacrifice for your children in a way that people will sacrifice for a sport, to win, to be of service to others, to be a firefighter? What if you have the faith that your actions that are for the good of your children and not about you, that put your children first, that the world or life or your path, however you want to frame it, it begins to line up for you. Or, in other words, it works out. Or let's just say your greatest fears of why not to do it, your greatest fears around, well, if I do it, this might happen or that might happen. I won't have money for this. I won't have time for that. It all ends up working out. And if anything, if you know you're doing something or sacrificing or taking a risk for the benefit of your children, then at least you know when things get tough, when it gets real rough on you, that you can dig deep and have some resilience and say, well, hey, this is a decision I don't regret. Because if I go chasing a dream for me that is potentially rooted in some need for me to fill my cup, then when I wake up broke, when I feel down and out, when I feel like I'm on the outside looking in, and the clouds are gray, and the vision is foggy, if the pursuit was about me and my cup, I'm not sure how far you can dig for that resilience and that strength. It seems a bit shallow, the well, as opposed to, hey, I got no regrets. I got no regrets because I did this for the right reason. So, in summary, what if there are these little rules of life, and maybe this is one of them. If you're gonna burn the boats, if you're going to take big chances, and you're a parent, run them through the filter. Is this authentically me at the deepest level? And are my children a part of this decision? And not only a part of it, but are they a centerpiece? Because once you have children, especially when they're little, well, I think your whole life really, but when you're responsible for their development and their foundation building and their happiness and their guidance and their discipline and all of these things, you have no greater duty. So big decisions don't always have to be conservative decisions. They don't always have to be, well, I can't take that risk because I'm a parent. No, take the risk, because you got to believe in this law of life. As long as your children are at the center of that decision, take the risk. But run it through that filter. Because conversely, you're hurting your children if you don't take the risk, if you're just going to sit back and say, what if you're going to be discontented, if you're going to be just displeased with the reality of your life, that's going to manifest it in ways that's going to harm your children. So take big risks, go for it, but run it through the filter. Maybe it's a thing.